About that?
No fucking way. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more Lucifer at season 5 episode 14, and this one is titled Nothing Lasts Forever. Lucifer wants to try to be God, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Wait, you're gonna be what?
The new God. Isn't that great?
No, but why would you even want to be God?
Never mind the why. This is going to be great, Detective. Lots of changes when I'm in charge. War eradicated, world hunger satiated, hangovers never should have existed in the first place. You know, I really thought you'd be more excited about this.
Sorry.
God damn, Lucifer.
How is that good for our relationship?
I'll be there for
It's
you
not.
whenever and wherever you need me. I'll know exactly what you're thinking.
That's not at all dangerous.
Well, I know exactly when you want me to do that thing that you like, for example. But in the meantime, how about business as usual? Nice little murder, take your mind off things.
I'm with Chloe.
Imagine being ripped apart by a shark.
We'll have to. Sharks, one of Earth's most misunderstood creatures. Definitely correcting that when I'm God.
So, who do we have here?
Bruna Lorenzoni.
She was dead before she hit the water. So the killer dumped the body, hoping the sharks would hide the murder?
I should have known we'd smell something fishy.
Aw, dad joke, nice.
Thanks, I'm practicing.
We've located all the pieces except for the
Excuse me. Brother, what are you doing here?
You weren't answering your phone. Have you heard the news? Father's back.
Really? I should go talk to him, get his blessing before our meddlesome siblings
He
find
doesn't
out.
want Lucifer?
Yeah. About that?
No fucking way. Let there be Berg.
Bloody hell.
That's hilarious.
Hot dogs and burgers, my children.
Rude.
My
I
children.
didn't get an invitation.
Have you heard? Dad's getting old and he's losing it.
Who told you that?
Michael. At first we were like, what? No way. But then we heard that Dad was making people sing, turned himself mortal, lost his powers, exploded a human.
He put the human back together again.
Can we please talk?
Sister! Nothing.
She brought her a
Who
weapon?
invited the devil to our gathering of angels?
Brother Zadkill. Still taking your angel of righteousness role too seriously, I see.
Ew.
How dare you?
It's not a godly way to behave, listen.
You're right. Excuse me?
Hello, my sons. Welcome to my retirement party. Can you smell what I'm cooking? I learned that phrase from Linda.
Dad, I thought your retirement was supposed to be a secret.
It was, and thank you for keeping it.
It's obvious. Who will replace Father? It's a meta deal.
Well, actually, it's not going to be a Menadil. It's going to be the handsomest of us all.
And Joba deal?
No, not Hanjovadil. It's going to be me.
What?
No.
They're not down.
Tell him it's you.
Lucifer has my full support.
I ran hell for millennia. Have any of you run your own kingdom? Even so much as a taco truck?
That's right.
One thing at a time. My retirement plan, then my successor. But first, who wants another hot dog?
I figured they wouldn't want him to be
Oh no, really?
God. They don't seem to like him very much.
She's the brightest, nicest, most caring, honest person ever. Of course she's going to heaven. Well, now that you have a new soul, maybe you'll go too. With
Yeah.
all the terrible things I've done, Linda, come on.
Well, you didn't have a soul then.
No. But with a soul, if I die, I'll turn up as one of the tortured. Oh, God. I know how they're gonna torture me. I gotta go fix this.
What if once she gets her soul, it's like a completely new start for her and her soul?
Enough to eat.
If she's good from now on with her soul, and her soul is good,
Just like this. Weren't we gonna confront
right?
him tomorrow? It'll be nice to have some alone time. Just the two of us.
Son,
And your dad. Chloe. And my mom.
Ah, ready for our double-decker date?
No way.
And your name is?
you can call me God.
Free. Godfrey is his name.
Yeah, I thought you two would get along. You both lost spouses. So, there's that.
Your wife died.
No, she's just in her own universe.
Isn't that just how relationships fall apart? My John and I, we were the opposite.
Who gave up his dream of becoming a detective to support your career.
And you're saying that's my fault?
Children, they blame us for everything.
Right? As if we created the world. Tell me, Godfrey, how long have you been this handsome?
Forever. Oh man, that would be weird. Why Chloe's mom? I mean, it's funny, but... What are you doing, Maze?
Maze, what are you doing?
Nothing. That'll be what Squee tortures me with in hell, okay? I know what my hell loop is going to be.
Losing Eve?
I was trying to change it.
So you'd rather be a puppy murderer?
I'm going to be trapped in that hospital room a minute deal. Breaking Eve's heart.
When Lucifer becomes God, you can just ask him for help.
Hold on. Lucifer's doing what?
He's taking over after our father retires. I'm sure it's going to be no problem for him to change the rules of hell for you.
You got this, right?
What?
Yeah, okay.
No. Maze! Don't.
Nice.
What kind of work-life balance did you have?
I actually didn't have much of a life. It was pretty much all work.
I'm sure he's exaggerating.
Caused a lot of problems between me and my wife.
He's being
She always
honest.
felt like I didn't have enough time for her. Maybe she was right. You said you were vegan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you want to eat panda?
Panda?
Jeremy Morgan, you're under arrest.
And I'm sure Peter will agree. Most likely going to hell.
Yesterday on
They
my
got
morning
him.
run, I saw this guy about to
Panda?
cross the street, head in his phone, not paying attention. Moments away from walking into traffic, I started picturing things like really vivid. Which car would hit him first? Which of his bones would shatter? The
Ella.
position his body would land on the ground.
Well, isn't that what she does every day? Like, that's her job. When she sees a crime scene, she needs to, like, kind of figure this stuff out, right? So it's not that unusual that her mind goes there when that's literally her job. Are you rooting for him to get hit? Or are you just like, oh, it's a case? You know?
The point is that helping him wasn't my first thought.
Okay, I see.
Or my second. Or my third. The truth is, I've been this way my entire life.
Oh.
And I've hidden it from everyone. How can I accept myself when this darkness is such a part of who I am?
Come on, just answer the bloody phone. Oh, there you are.
I don't need your help.
But I need to make sure that everything's ready.
You mean someone who's trying to get rid of me?
I am trying to make your transition as smooth as possible, Dad. Get everything moving so you can just give me the throne.
Everything in its time, son. For now, I don't want to hear you speak a word of my retirement again.
Heard and understood. You won't hear another word about your retirement come out of these lips.
I text him about it. Playing golf, of course.
Lucifer asked you to talk to me about my retirement.
He's delegating. One of the many requirements of your job, right?
He just got a Benadryl to do it.
Doesn't seem to me like you're losing it.
It is strange, isn't it? I feel fine.
When was the first time that you noticed a problem?
I didn't. Michael did. A few months back.
Michael noticed. And did you feel like you were losing control of your powers then?
Not right away, but the more we talked about it, the more I realized I was.
He got into his head about fear.
You know we angels self-actualize, right? Dad, what if you self-actualize too? What if you're doing this to yourself?
Ah.
Amenadiel says Dad didn't want to see any of the rest homes, I think.
Holy crap. That's so true. Does Michael want to be God?
Well, don't you want to keep it?
Eve doesn't want it, so it's useless to me.
Maze, I am sorry that I didn't tell you about your mother. I wanted to.
You were just trying to protect me from having to face how little I meant to her. So I hear you're going to be God.
If all goes well, you want to talk me out of it?
No, I want you to be God. So you can change one of the rules of hell for me. I want you to change who can sit on the throne.
But Father said hell no longer needed a warden.
She wants to do it.
But maybe it deserves one.
You? Is that what you really want?
I can't stay here, Lucifer. And I want to control who does the torturing.
I can't think of anyone I would trust more with our old home. Tamazakin.
He poured
Queen of
her a
hell.
drink.
I was thinking Maz a queen. But whatever.
As a queen. That works. But that's not what she really wants. She's just trying to protect herself.
Daddy Morningstar!
Daddy Morningstar.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not unless you can smite the darkness out of me.
Everyone has darkness in them. It's not about getting rid of it. It's about accepting it.
I think maybe I'm a bad person.
My child,
Of course not.
the darker the darkness, the brighter the light.
I was just thinking that.
Miss Lopez shines so very, very brightly. I can see it all the way from heaven.
Hey, Gabriel. You got a minute? Oh, come on. I know you're listening. You always are.
What can I say? It's one of my God-given talents.
Indeed. But right now, I am interested in one of your other talents. I need you to do me a favor.
Lucifer! Why'd you call us here, brother?
Well, did you know our sister can deliver a message anyway? And I mean, anyway.
Oh. No way. In Charlotte's body? Nothing less.
Sweet boy.
Oh.
Husband.
Wife,
I found out that Dad's not losing his powers. Michael's been gaslighting him. It's all been inside of his head.
Michael. I won't get away with that sort of thing when I'm in charge.
Brother, do you hear what I'm saying? Dad's fine. He can keep being God. Everything can go back to normal. Everything.
What's it gonna be? Good old Florida? Back up to the Silver City?
Actually, we have decided we're moving to my universe.
What? You're just gonna leave us again? Without any ability to come back?
your mother spent a long time in my world. It's my turn. Spend time with hers.
Does she know she has a grandson? in this universe.
You can just keep on being God. I thought you wanted to be God.
I did. I do.
He would rather you stay.
Stay and annoy me for a bit longer. I've got no choice in the matter.
I've given you a life of choice. This one's mine. You were right. I could have been a better father to you.
Well, now you forgo your mysterious ways.
I can say something I've wanted to for a long time.
I love you.
I love you, son. And I'm very proud of the man you've become.
Dad, wait. You forgot to name your successor.
It's not up to me anymore. You'll figure it out.
Back to your mysterious ways already.
All part of my plan.
Goodbye, my loves. I decided something. I'm quitting the LAPD.
Or what?
Sorry. Are you sure? I mean, how can I call you the detective if you're not actually a detective?
You've been helping me do my job for the last 5 years. Now it's my turn to support you. That's what partners do, right? I'll take that as a yes.
Lucifer!
Oh shit. What?
Michael's been gathering support from the others.
Support for what?
Michael wants to be God. Sneaky bastard. I bet this was his plan all along.
It looks like he has a good shot, which is why I cannot believe I am saying this.
She bends the knee?
Who's your favorite one?
Quit, dork!
Gotcha.
I did the favor for Lucifer, like you asked me to.
You get the thing?
I got the thing.
The blade?
This thing can actually kill us.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Azrael really should have kept a better eye on her blade.
Michael. Is that really what we're doing? Michael as God. Michael, right? And to be honest, before they kind of mentioned that he's been talking to God and he was the one who kind of put that idea into God's mind that he was losing his powers, I wasn't thinking about him much, and I should have been. But it had been a few episodes since we saw him last and that he left, you know? So, yeah, I wasn't really thinking about him. But after hearing that, I was just like, of course, it makes so much sense. Playing on God's fears, trying to, like Amenadiel said, gaslight him into thinking that he's losing his powers. And since they self-actualize, of course he would make it happen. And that's such a cool kind of twist. I know it's not really a twist, but I mean, God is no different, right? I know that it's part of Michael's plan to, you know, God actually retired, you know, even though he wasn't losing his powers. He asked Gabriel to do this one favor for Lucifer and going over and bring the mom. So he decided to go into her universe, and I guess the way they explained it, you know, it's her turn to rule and it's my turn to be a support. And then Chloe did the exact same thing. And at first when she said, I'm quitting the LAPD, I was just like, no, you're not. Like, I just thought it was a very drastic thing. But when she said, you've been helping me do my job for 5 years, and I was just like, when she puts it like that, it's actually really true. He's been a good support for her, helping her with the cases, And even when he's not trying to be helpful, well, not really, it's not like he's not trying on purpose, but he's distracted. He's still useful. He's still a very good asset for the LAPD. So I just thought that was pretty cool. And then he could be helping people if he's God, and that's what she wants to do, so she would be his consultant. So I think that was a very nice moment between the two of them, especially after this other huge moment between him and his dad, who finally told him that he loved him. So hopefully Lucifer just realizes that he is worthy of love, and that's his panic when he actually understood that his dad was gonna leave. He was just like, you just got here. When he did get here, Lucifer just wanted him to go back. Well, he acted like he wanted him to go back, but he was craving, I think, this, he did deep down want to mend the relationship, and I'm just happy for him that he got to do it, and he got to hear his dad validate the way he felt about their relationship, and I think that's very important for Lucifer, and it was very emotional, and I really, really enjoyed that scene. It was so freaking good. Now, Ella and her darkness. Look, it makes sense when he said some of the brightest people, like the ones who shine the brightest, have the most darkness inside. And I can see that, and she's really struggling, even to the extent of thinking that she's a bad person, which, no, you're not. Like I mentioned, when she was worried about having these thoughts, I was just like, well, day to day, you do have these thoughts often. You're trying to figure out, like, oh, when did he get stabbed? Oh, no, he could have been that because he, like, the wound is too deep and this and that. So maybe she's desensitized, and to her it's become kind of trivial, so she feels bad about seeing these things and not be so affected by them, so she thinks that she's a bad person, when I think she's just been exposed to it a lot. We're just all different. We have different tolerance to certain things, so maybe she's not easily grossed out by these things. It's gruesome, but it doesn't really affect her. It doesn't mean that she's a bad person, but I would see how she could think that. But the problem was that helping the guy that she was talking about wasn't her first thought, when it should have been. So I do see why she went to Linda and she was concerned, but we know Ella. She's not a bad person. She's just been through a lot of bad things happen to her. She's been very unlucky, and maybe she is attracted to people who are bad, but it doesn't make you bad. Anyways, May's wanting to be the queen of hell. She's only doing that to protect herself. I really hope that she realizes that, yes, the time that she would have with Eve will be limited and not forever, but like Linda said, it's what makes it special, right? So I just hope that she gets to that realization, because they're really, I feel like they would be really good together, and I would like to see Eve, what she's been up to. So yeah, what a good episode again. It's so freaking good, and we have 2 episodes left, and then season 5 is over, so I'm so curious to see how it will end. That was season 5, episode 14, Nothing Lasts Forever. That's true. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thank you so much for watching.